The gift of the givers says photographer Shiraaz Mohamed may be free. His family is not commenting at this stage, but says it will keep the country informed once it's confirmed independently that he's safe. Mohamed was taken hostage in January of 2017, and I'm joined now on the line by Imtiaz Sooliman from the gift of the givers. Imtiaz, thank you so much for your time. Could you put us in the picture and just give us details on how it's come about that you were able to confirm or get knowledge of Shiraaz being free?
Good afternoon to you. It was strange last night, well, it was yesterday afternoon actually. We got a call from somebody in a certain part of Turkey. I'm not going to give a lot of details because there's a lot of other people to protect on the other side. But we were given a call and said, we have Shiraaz Mohamed with us. So we said, can you give more explanation? So they said he escaped from where he was. He was wandering around in different areas, and then we found him, and a group of us took him because we knew about his case. Because of our intervention from the beginning 2017, and we had made a lot of awareness in that area. So they said, we know about the case, we have him with us. So I said, thank you very much, but we're not involved in the case anymore. However, before you proceed, we'd like to know if you really do have Shiraaz and not somebody else, because a lot of people have been taken hostage in Syria, and it could be that it's somebody else and not us. But the only reason we need to know that so that we could inform his family. Could you send us a picture? So they said, no problem. And immediately they sent a picture, and we confirmed that it was Shiraaz. They said, look, he's safe. I said, but as I said, they said they have tried. Later that evening, last night, around 11 p.m., they sent us a second photograph. They said, this is a photograph of Shiraaz. It's now at night. We've just taken it a little earlier. We have decided amongst ourselves that in his interest and his safety, and of course he's also afraid of being in Syria, which is so understandable. You can't trust anybody knowing what has happened to you for almost 3 years. We decided to move him across the border. He is now safely with Turkish intelligence, and we're just informing you, and please, you know what to do after this. So we said, and there were other sorts of information that sort of confirmed that Shiraaz was safe, that they indeed did have him. And again, I cannot give details about that. And then he said, okay. And immediately we sent a message to Minister Fernando last night to other officials in Turkey to say that Shiraaz is now safe. He's with Turkish intelligence, and Turkey should take over the case. We also, of course, also informed the family and sent a pictures to say that Shiraaz is safe. He's in Turkey, and now we wait for government to bring him back.
All right. So what is the process going forward? You've indicated the fact that you were the initial point of call. The case is now, because Shiraaz is said to be in the custody or under the care of Turkish intelligence. What is the feedback regarding DIRCO and the process that they now engage in terms of getting back that South African citizen?
It shouldn't be too complicated because you've been following the news in the last 2 weeks. Remember in the case of families living in ISIS areas, all the Shiraaz, his case is completely different, but those foreigners that are coming from ISIS areas, Turkey is processing them and want to send them back home, and indeed they have been sending them home. So obviously from the Turkey point of view, there is a willingness to send any foreign nationals home wherever they come from Syria. Shiraaz, of course, was not involved in ISIS area. He went voluntarily to film the situation of the difficulty of Syrian refugees. He's a photojournalist, and he likes to tell human interest stories. So all it requires is for our government to contact Turkey government, or it will be the other way around. Turkey intelligence may call our embassy, but of course today is closed. We don't know what to process. But I can tell you the experience we had with Jolani Koki and Stephen McGowan.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. That's unfortunately all the time we have right now, so we'll leave it right there. That was Imtiaz Sooliman from the Gift of the Givers.